flights canceled from LA to Denver, Houston to New York. The airline blaming computers. Then the New York Stock Exchange paralyzed for hours. Again, the blame, computers. Also at this hour, a fast-moving storm for the commute home. The rig flipped, vehicles swept away. The sweeping radar tonight from Texas to the Northeast. Breaking news, Baltimore's mayor late today firing the police commissioner, saying it was not easy. Tonight, her explanation. The disturbing twist, the California woman killed allegedly by an undocumented immigrant. Now we learn the gun belonged to a federal agent. And are you fed up with those robocalls? Tonight, the woman who fought back and is now getting $1,500 for every unwanted call.
From ABC News World Headquarters, this is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Wednesday night. And we begin with the chaos and confusion that had a whole nation holding its breath today. 2 computer scares and a meltdown at airports across the country. Thousands of flights canceled or delayed, stranding passengers from California all the way east to Boston. United Airlines tonight now apologizing, blaming computers. Later today, worries on Wall Street. The New York Stock Exchange paralyzed for hours. Authorities did not know the cause, then blaming a computer glitch. For a time, real concern, could they possibly be connected? Tonight, we know they were not, but those computer malfunctions sent many scrambling. And we begin with ABC's Jim Wjla at Reagan National Airport tonight.
Gates overflowing, ticket counters jammed, check-in kiosks dark, delay boards bleeding red, some totally blank, as lines of passengers snake across the United Airlines curbsides.
When we came in, we could barely get into the door because the lines were so long.
The nightmare begins at 7:30, the height of morning takeoffs, when a computer router malfunctions, preventing communication with planes on the ground. 59 flights canceled, 800 delayed.
This is system-wide. This computer failure is throughout the United system, which means nobody's going nowhere.
By 9:30, lines are growing, and United tweets, "We're working to resolve and apologize for any inconvenience." But not until an hour later does a United spokesman confirm the computers are back, but not completely.
It's probably the longest line I've seen at the airport.
Late today, United tweeted a video apology, promising to waive change fees.
Thank you so much for your loyalty in your business. We're continuing to work hard to earn it. And again, apologize for the inconvenience.
David, tonight, United says it's working very hard to recover from its computer issues. But this is the 5th time in 3 years that a computer failure has wreaked havoc on its customers. David?
What a mess it was today, Jim. Thank you. And now to the scare on Wall Street. Shut down for hours, trading halted, 401ks frozen. And tonight, the only explanation so far is a computer glitch. ABC's Tom Yamas is in Lower Manhattan tonight.
Today, the New York Stock Exchange paralyzed. Trading halted for hours. Brokers staring at blank screens. At the 9:30 opening bell, traders already noticing computer problems. An hour later, reassurance from the stock exchange saying the problems are mostly resolved. But then at 11:32, trading suspended completely. No buying, no selling, traders looking at nothing on the terminal screens.
Obviously, it's a little bit unnerving just in the sense it reminds us of the vulnerability of this interlinked system. We used to trade with pads and paper.
The exchange tweeting they are experiencing an internal technical issue. The White House quickly weighing in. This is not terrorism or a cyber hack.
That at this point there is no indication that malicious actors are involved in these technology issues.
Only at 3:10 p.m. does trading resume. This is the longest a computer problem has ever shut down trading on the New York Stock Exchange. But some reassurance tonight from Ted Weisberg, who's worked on Wall Street for 40 years.
You have to keep in context that it's an embarrassment, yes, but it in no way did it affect the investors' ability to access the market.
And that is encouraging. Tom with us now live here in New York, because so many Americans were worried about their 401ks for a time today. But as you point out, tonight some reassurance.
That's right, David. Experts tell us that the average 401k was unaffected by what happened here at the New York Stock Exchange. And officials at the exchange say right now they are still working on the computer problems, but everyone's money is safe.
But
David?
That is the concerning thing, still working on it. Tom Yamas tonight, thank you. Now to the powerful storms hitting right now. Ominous skies at this hour in the Northeast over Atlantic City right there. We are also tracking the radar at this hour 25 million Americans bracing for more drenching rain. 18 states from California all the way east. Areas near Philly and Boston under flash flood watches. Across the heartland, look at this. In Paducah, Kentucky, parking lots underwater there. Branson, Missouri, this SUV virtually crushed by rushing waters. And in Abilene, Texas, they were catching fish in the streets. Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z with the storm track at this hour and the images coming in.
Tonight, severe storms dropping major hail from Lake Tahoe to New Mexico. Flash flooding, drowning towns from Missouri to Pennsylvania. This creek in Branson tripling in size in just minutes Tuesday.
We were just running and trying to save, what we could.
Watch as cars for sale in this lot start floating away. And look at that car flipping as the road gave way underneath 16-year-old Kylie Moore.
I guess I'd stopped too close to the edge and then the rest of the road fell in with me.
And northwest of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
I was in bed sleeping, and I got up and looked, and I was like, uh-oh, it ain't good.
Bill Moore and 4 others rescued from the rapidly rising waters early this morning. Abilene, Texas, transforming into a water world. Folks fishing in the streets.
Ginger here now. This is fast moving and hitting at a really bad time, the commute home.
Yeah, so many folks this evening. Well, you said 18 states. We wanted to pop those out so you know who is having that flash flood threat this evening. Anywhere from California there through parts of the Midwest and into the Northeast. So let's get a little bit closer and talk about the systems. The West, that's a different mechanism. But right here tonight, Missouri, parts of Arkansas, into Illinois and Indiana, that's what we're focused on along the warm front. You'll see some heavy showers and storms. By early tomorrow morning, it's Cleveland to Buffalo. And then by tomorrow night, David, it's Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. to New York City in the severe storm threat area. So not only could you see the severe storms, but the flash flooding. And I think the areas there, central Illinois through Indiana, going to have the best chance overnight.
So drive safely tonight and again tomorrow night. Ginger, thank you. We are following another breaking headline at this hour. This one from Baltimore. Late today, the mayor there firing the police commissioner, saying it was not an easy decision, but that her city deserves better. It comes 2.5 months after the death of Freddie Gray, his spinal cord nearly severed in the back of that police van, sparking violent protests and then a surge of crime in that city. ABC's Ron Claiborne with late developments.
Tonight, 2 months after the death of Freddie Gray in police custody, captured on video, the head of Baltimore's embattled police department is out. Baltimore's Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake appointed Commissioner Anthony Batts in 2012. She says she is replacing him with an interim commissioner from inside the department because the city's crime rate, including its murder rate, has soared.
This was not an easy decision. The people of Baltimore deserve better.
The new commissioner will be Kevin Davis. Just last night, gunmen killed 3 people just a few blocks away from a local college. So far this year, there have been 155 murders in this city, 48% higher than last year. And 6 Baltimore officers were charged in connection with the death of Gray while in police custody. And for days, Baltimore was engulfed in racial riots over it. It is likely that widespread criticism of the Baltimore Police Department led to today's announcement. Tonight, the city's top cop, who headed the department at that time, dismissed. In May, there were 42 murders in Baltimore, the single deadliest month in that city of 600,000 in 15 years. And now that triple homicide last night, David, something had to give.
Ron Claiborne on the news conference late this afternoon. Ron, thank you. We have late developments tonight and a stunning revelation in the case of that young woman shot and killed while strolling with her father on a pier in San Francisco. The confessed gunman, an undocumented worker, deported 5 times from the U.S. And tonight, new outrage as we learned that the weapon belonged to a federal worker. So how did it fall into the hands of the suspect? ABC's Pierre Thomas tracing the gun.
Tonight, another sad twist. The gun allegedly used by Francisco Sanchez to fatally shoot Catherine Steinle was stolen from a federal agent. The Bureau of Land Management telling ABC News the handgun was stolen from a locked car of one of its rangers on June 27th, just 3 days before the shooting. Sanchez has pleaded not guilty to murder charges, instead claiming the shooting was an accident. He told our station KGO he stumbled upon the gun.
So you found the gun on the ground?
Yes.
It was wrapped in a t-shirt?
Yes.
It happens more often than you think. According to government audits, federal agencies have in recent years seen hundreds of their guns lost or stolen. Meanwhile, the debate's still raging over why Sanchez, who had been deported 5 times, was released by the San Francisco Sheriff's Department despite a request by federal officials to be notified once his drug case was completed.
They know that they should have
responded with a court order or a federal warrant.
But today, infighting in the city, with the mayor challenging the sheriff's position.
The sheriff made a release. He says that our local laws prevent him from doing anything other than peer release. I happen to disagree with that.
Some strong words from the mayor there, Pierre. What happens next?
David, that may be a sign that some city officials are willing to compromise with federal authorities, that the blame game may stop as officials start to work on closing the gap that led to that young woman's tragic death.
Very strong reaction to this story across the country, Pierre. Thank you. We have alarming images out of Alabama tonight. A fuel tanker slamming into a Honda on Highway 11. That's near Pelham. The tanker bursting into flames, spilling thousands of gallons of gasoline. Families evacuated, plumes of smoke visible from miles away. The driver of the Honda was killed. 3 others were injured. Tonight, we are learning more about that deadly midair collision in South Carolina. A fighter jet slicing through a smaller plane, a Cessna. Tonight, we have new images of the aftermath, smoke rising from the massive debris field. A parachute from the military pilot who survived. There are new details on the young man right there. He was piloting the small plane, his father a passenger. Both of them died. Tonight, the mystery. How did that fighter pilot with sophisticated technology not know a small plane was so close? Here's ABC's Steve Osunsami.
I'm out with a witness, and there's confirming 2 planes down.
Tonight, federal investigators say they can't yet explain how one of the most sophisticated fighter jets ever created managed to crash into a small private plane midair.
Do not go near the smoke, it's toxic.
Witnesses say it was like an eagle taking out a sparrow.
And it was like an aftershock explosion. Big old fireball in the air.
They've yet to talk with Major Aaron Johnson, the military pilot who survived. His parachute seen here in Coast Guard video from his rescue Tuesday. Divers searching the Cooper River have now recovered the body of 68-year-old Michael Johnson, the passenger in the Cessna. But they're still looking for the remains of his son, 30-year-old Joe Johnson, a former draft pick for the Atlanta Braves.
The wallet that we found yesterday was the wallet of Joseph.
His brother told us today Joe flew daily and was meticulous about maintaining his plane. Witnesses tell police the Cessna pulled up suddenly right before the crash. But ABC News consultant Steve Ganyard, a former fighter pilot himself, says air traffic controllers should have warned the F-16 that the Cessna was there.
Why didn't the air traffic controllers see this small Cessna? Why didn't they warn the F-16? Why didn't the F-16, which has a very good radar, not see this traffic?
Investigators say that flight data recordings on the F-16 will be key. David?
Steve Osunsami with us again tonight. Steve, thank you. And now to the race for 2016 tonight. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush making headlines at this hour, answering a question today about what it will take to grow the economy, saying workforce participation will need to rise, adding, quote, it means people will need to work longer hours. Donald Trump also making headlines of his own after those explosive comments about Mexican immigrants. Tonight, Trump saying it is possible undocumented workers helped him build his empire.
I can't guarantee anything, but I can say this. We work very hard to make sure that everybody is legal as opposed to illegal.
Later, Trump raising eyebrows, seeming to mock a well-known political strategist who is confined to a wheelchair. Tonight, a disturbing sign of exactly what America is up against in the war on terror. FBI Chief James Comey telling a Senate committee today that more than 200 Americans have either traveled to or tried to travel to Syria to fight with ISIS and other militants. Comey also urged technology companies to allow authorities access to encrypted messages to help combat the threat. The FBI, meantime, tonight is investigating a bizarre and frightening robbery that they worry might be part of a terrifying new trend. A home invasion, a family kidnapped and then forced to rob a bank. Here's ABC's Lindsay Janis.
Tonight, a Tennessee family recovering after a terrifying ordeal.
The home invasion resulted in the abduction of a family.
It all started at 8 a.m. on Tuesday. 2 masked men forcing themselves into Tanner and Abby Harris's home, blindfolding them and forcing them and their infant son into the family car, taking the couple to the Knoxville Smart Bank branch where Mr. Harris is vice president, ordering him to go inside and rob the bank. Mr. Harris did as he was told, bringing them an undisclosed amount of money, but the men left him in the parking lot and sped off with Mrs. Harris and the baby inside, dumping them on a roadside about 15 minutes later.
She just hugged me and she started crying, saying that somebody was holding a gun to her head.
The FBI is now investigating whether the crime is linked to another kidnapping